We had to restart this shit because
Supposed to be
Oracle didn't have the right borders on the fucking video. But you know, it happens. It's cool. It's all good. I forgive you.
Cool.
We'll move on.
It's technical problems. It's technical.
Oh, thank you.
I don't
TP.
forgive.
No, you don't forgive. I don't forget.
At least we
No,
didn't
good.
record too much before I noticed.
Yeah,
I
only
don't
about
forgive,
20
but
minutes.
I do forget.
Oh, that's good.
What was that?
I do forgive, but I don't forget.
Forget what?
You know what it's like.
I know what you're talking about. Boys, boys, boys. The boys will be boys, and the boys are back. Episode 10, motherfuckers.
Boys are back. It's like Motley Crue. Boys, boys, boys.
Boys, boys, boys. And there's 3 of us, so that works.
It's 3 of us.
Yeah.
One's a
3,
lady.
The 3 boys. But everyone's a boy. This is the thing that people need to understand with this podcast. If you're a fan of this podcast, you've watched this podcast, you're officially
You're
a
a
boy.
boy.
You're a boy. It doesn't matter if you're a girl, if you're a toddler, if you're an old person, if you've got COVID, if you haven't got COVID, you've been vaccinated, you got a passport. It doesn't matter. You watch this shit, you're a bona fide boy.
Oh, yeah.
Bonafide boy.
What does bona fide mean? That's just a word I kind of thought of on the spot.
It's like legit.
Oh, legit. Yeah, that's the right word then.
So bonafide.
You legit boys.
I like the word bonafide. It's great.
Oh, yeah, I love bona fiding things.
Gotta go with bonafide, man. You gotta go with bonafide.
I'm going to start using it more. I'm going to put that into my daily vocabulary.
Yeah, I try and get it in there at least once a day.
Always got to get that bona fide in.
Gotta get that bonafide down there.
Oracle, stop being so immature. You already fucked this podcast up once.
Yeah, Oracle.
We had to restart this shit because
Supposed to be
Oracle didn't have the right borders on the fucking video. But you know,
I
it
know.
happens. It's cool. It's all good. I
It's-
forgive
it's
you.
cool.
We'll move on.
It's technical problems. It's technical.
Oh,
I don't
thank
forgive.
you.
I don't
TP.
forgive.
No, you don't forgive. I don't forget.
At least we
No,
didn't
good.
record too much before I noticed.
Yeah,
I
only
don't
about
forgive,
20
but
minutes.
I do forget.
Oh, that's good.
What was that?
I do forgive, but I don't forget.
Forget what?
You know what it's like.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, this is it. It's been the first time in quite a few sessions now since it's been just the 3 of us.
Just the 3 of
I know, right?
Just the 3 of us. We
You
can
can make-
podcast if we try.
I think we're singing a
3
different
of
song.
us. You and I.
You
Yeah.
you got a good voice, man. You ever thought about doing the X Factor?
Sex Factor.
Wow,
Wow,
that'd
the
be
Sex Factor, and I was voted off instantly.
You got all the crosses.
I got all the crosses. They was like fucking get him out. They broke the buttons.
Oh man, what did you have to do for that?
Don't wanna know.
Ooh. If it's too crazy for you,
It's too crazy for me.
I'm not going anywhere
It's
near
crazy.
it. I'm not touching it with a barge pole.
But no, this is it. This is the 3 of us for the first time in a long, long time, it feels now. Not that we haven't enjoyed having the guests on because they have been absolutely fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed having some of these guests. Like, they've been some really, really fun people to have on.
I love having guests on. If anything, it's been hard to find more guests. They don't
Yeah,
want to come on after they saw the last
That's why
podcast.
It's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
because we're always asking
Once they
people,
go out,
what's the
nobody wants to
worst
come
thing
on.
they ever did? Where's the worst place they ever banged? I don't think people like coming on this podcast very much.
You've got to feel it out, see where the questions go.
That's right. We'll get some better questions.
But no, we've had fun. We've got the Mindmelter as well. As of this time, the Elliot Jordan Experience is top of the leaderboard
What a
on
man.
the Mindmelter.
He did so good on the Mindmelter. I lost my mind. I thought of those questions all day, and I was like, "There's no way he's going to get these fucking questions." He
Yeah.
got what, 6?
6 questions.
Six,
the most
right?
we've had. But it puts the pressure on you when you've got it here. You've got like I am right now. The screen is just on me, so I'm staring at myself. You've got that tense music playing, and you've just been not prepared for these questions in any way, shape, or form. You don't know what's coming. All they have done is chosen their subject, and they've just got to kind of answer these questions. So it could be absolutely anything under the sun of their chosen subject.
And
So
it has
it's
been.
not-
It's been some crazy. I was like, "When's National Chewbacca Day?" And he fucking knew. I think he fucking knew.
He knew when Chewbacca Day was.
I didn't want to go
And,
easy with Star Wars Day. Everyone knows when Star Wars Day is. I thought Chewbacca Day, that'll fuck him. No,
Yeah.
no chance. He knew their home planet, the fucking lot.
But we've got so we had Dave Granger. I thought was going to either tie him or beat him the way he was going through his questions. He was on point with them.
Those were tough questions as well. They've all been tough questions.
Those were tough questions. They were tough questions. And Rob Leonard as well, who's the first man to take on the Mindmelter. He got a solid 5 points. So he was top of the leaderboard for only a week because then Elliot Jordan comes sweeping in and just took the show.
Absolute animal.
Then you've got Abdul and Kelsey. They're both at the bottom of the leaderboard with only 3 points.
Useless. Why do we even bother with them?
But again, like I said, it's not. It's because as soon as you get put in that situation, everything that you knew goes out your mind, and then you're just sat there, kind of like, "What the fuck is the answer?" And then when you say it, like, "Oh right, yeah, of course,
wasn't thinking straight."
So
no, I'm glad I'm asking the questions, not having to answer them, because that seems like way too much pressure.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and I know I'm impressed with how well people have done. Though I was expecting people to kind of at first for people to get through it quite quickly, but after we had the first one, I was like, maybe it's not as simple or as easy as we thought it might have been.
No, it's not at all. Actually, doing a game show is kind of hard just in general.
Oh yeah.
Thinking of questions, like how many questions are there in the world? Especially when they ask about subjects I don't know about. Like when we did Kelsey and he's like, "Oh, I like BMXing." I'm like, "Fucking great." How many gears does a BMX have? I don't fucking know. None. Oh, where do the brakes go? There aren't even any fucking brakes. I don't know anything about BMX.
No, they don't have brakes. Like that's something I learned. And because I've seen a BMX before in my life.
And you never go downhill on a BMX.
No, you don't go like mountain biking with a BMX.
I mean, you could try, but you might die.
You probably could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, it'd be pretty difficult. Let's give it a go.
I don't think the bike would hold up too well.
No, not with us fucking fat fucks riding it.
Yeah. Recipe for disaster.
I can't even ride a fucking horse. It's like, get the fuck off me, man.
Just take me.
We'll just take turns doing piggybacks around the fucking forest.
Piggybacks around the forest. I love the forest. I love going around the forest, and I can't wait for the nice hot summers to come back as well, because bike riding around the forest in the hot sun is really, really nice.
You can't ride a bike, man. Don't lie to me.
Don't tell me. You don't even own a bike, bitch.
No, I don't, but I borrow my mum's bike from time to time.
Or mum's bike, a nice pink bike with tassels.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a little basket on the front to put the dog in.
My bike is really good. I got it secondhand anyway, because I was like, I'm going to start bike riding again. Like, I haven't ridden a bike in ages. I'm like, I'm going to get a bike. So I looked on Facebook and got the marketplace and everything. And luckily there was an old dude in my village selling, like, he seems to like pick up bikes all the time and fixes them up and then sells them on.
Genius.
Like charity. And I found this bike and I was like, well, it looks good enough. It looks like it'll fit me. Went and saw it. I was like, that'll do for to get back into it. And now I want to get a better bike, and they are a fortune. I did not know how much bikes would be.
What are we talking about? 60 quid?
No. They're like if you want to get a decent one, like a good quality bike that's going to do the rounds for a long time.
Oh, like an Apollo.
But if you buy it brand new, you're looking like over $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Fuck off! You get a car for that price.
Yeah.
My car cost $1,000.
Bikes are like my brother-in-law does a lot of like mountain biking. He builds his own. I don't have the capabilities of building my own bike. I've got no patience for that.
Builds his own bike?
He builds his own bike.
Is that even possible?
He gets like second-hand parts and he brings them in. Then he gets like he buys like new brakes and shit like that. You know, those kinds of things. He does all of that stuff.
What a genius! Is your brother Elon Musk?
He's like Elon. He's the Elon Musk of bikes.
He's Flynn Musk.
Flynn Musk.
Is Flynn the family name?
That's my fragrance I'm going to bring out when I turn 50.
I'll wear that.
Flynn Musk. It smells like burritos.
Burritos and horse shit.
But no, he builds his own bikes, and like they are good. I want like a full suspension bike. I need a bigger bike as well because I'm taller than most.
What's a suspension bike? Like a bike you fucking hang from the ceiling?
Full suspension bike. So you got the front suspension and the rear suspension.
Oh, okay. I get what you. Suspension. Now I get it.
Front suspension, and I do find when I go really bumps or anything, I like riding through like a puddle or something like that. I like going through like the bumps and stuff. I like jigging about. I think it's fun.
Yeah, of course.
And with the no suspension on the rear, it is something that really, really does my ass in. Like seriously. First week when I started riding my bike, my ass was pretty much bruised. It hurt to sit down on a cushion.
I know the feeling, man.
my ass was ruined. I felt like I'd been in prison for 3 months.
And they gave you a special send off.
Like my ass was fucking rotten at that point. And then I realized like I'm gonna have to get a saddle cushion. That's gonna help, and it did help slightly. But still, after a while, because where I go for my bike rides, I always do the same route. I know where I'm going with it, and I like the route as well. It's nice and fun, and it gets me going, gets the juices flowing.
Good lad.
Sweating like a murderer on trial. It's great.
I used to do a lot of bike riding when I was a teenager, and like I took a little break. I took like 5 years where I didn't ride a bike at all, and then when I was like 21, I can't remember, I got a new bike, and I was like, yeah, I'll go for a long bike ride like I used to, and I got like 2 hours in, and I was like, oh my god, my legs are dead, my ass is completely numb. I had to get my mum to come pick me up. Yeah, it's like, Mum, I can't fucking do this shit.
You forget how difficult it is as well, because where I go, it is a steady incline for the majority of the way.
The whole of the forest is a steady incline somehow.
The whole of the forest is the forest is just filled with hills. It's riddled with hills,
but no downhill, all uphill.
No, there is the last stretch of my ride is all down some pretty steep hills.
That's be the only downhill in the forest,
and it's great fun because the thing is, if you go up, you've got to come down.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
So I'm going up, but I always used when I first started, I'd stop for a bit. And I'd have my little breaks as I go, and then I may only do maybe half of the trail because I was like, Jesus Christ, I forgot how tough this actually is. Because you're pushing the bike and you're pushing your entire body weight up a hill, essentially. Like, so that it's hard work, and I'm a fat piece of shit. So
exactly,
you can only imagine how much strain was put on my legs.
Double hard.
Two's
up on hard. Oh, that got you giggling.
Two's up on hard. And I was still trying to figure out like the gears and so what the best gears was to do and everything, all that shit. So I would have my brakes and stuff, but then I got to the point where I was like, right, I'm just going to keep going this time. So I managed to go the entire first stretch up this steady incline all the way, but then it gets to the point where in that last little bit, and it gets slightly steeper on this last stretch, and my ass was gone.
Oh, no.
I could not feel it. I didn't know where it was. I didn't know where my ass began and it finished.
Is my ass still there?
My leg, well, and where I've obviously hurt my left knee, I definitely favour. So I'm trying as well my best to make sure I'm using my legs equally, because when I first started doing it, I was definitely favouring my right leg.
Yeah,
and to the point where it was so strained, it was turning red.
Eesh.
Like I was like, and it's such a steady incline, and people don't realize. Like, there's people riding past me, like flying past me. I'm like, you cunt. Like, there's people there, and there's people. One woman, I stopped for a drink, and I'm sweating like a bitch, and she rode past, and she was definitely laughing.
Fuck like, you, fat boy.
I am covered in sweat at this point. It was a hot ass day. I was riding during like last year, like the hottest days as well.
You're an absolute machine, man.
And she definitely laughed. I heard a snigger as she went past me.
Was this bird like athletic? Was she like a pro athlete or something?
When you look at anybody else and you put me next to them, they're athletic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even I look athletic next to you. That's why I tag with you, because people are like, oh, he's in good shape. It's like, well, no, not really.
So all these people, I remember the one time I was really pissed off with this really like middle-aged proper fat couple rode past, and they flew past me up this hill, and I was there and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, the motherfucker's got electric bikes.
Those cheating motherfuckers.
I was there and I was fuming. I was fuming with them. And thing is though, I got to the top of the hill with the point where I would normally stop, like the halfway step, I would call it. And they're there having drinks, but they're sweating buckets. Like, what are you sweating about?
You fucking lazy bitches.
You have ridden. You're not even ridden. You've just rode the bike up. Like the bike's taking you to where you want to go.
Yeah, that's definitely cheating. I don't count that shit.
Like, you don't. If you're going to go mountain biking, I'd say leave your electric bike at home. Like, if you're going to go mountain biking, I'd say it's more for exercise. You enjoy yourself while you're out because you get to see the scenery. Like, I'm sweating and dying.
Exactly. You're not going to the shops.
But I'm enjoying myself when I'm out. It's nice to see, like, because you're out in the nature and everything. You're avoiding squirrels as you ride down a hill. You know.
You have like deer popping out in front of you.
It's such nice scenery while you're out there as well. Like, if you haven't been bike riding in the Forest of Dean, go and do it when you can. They don't do it now.
Well,
maybe
no,
wait
we're in
until
lockdown still.
Wait till 21st June. I still think people should be staying in their local areas.
Yeah, the cheeky little fuckers. Don't come here.
Yeah, don't come here. Stay where you are.
Keep your fucking virus. We ain't got no virus in the forest. That's not how we do things.
They have definitely got virus in the forest.
A little bit.
Not bad as most places.
There was 2 people with it in the last, 20 days or something.
Mm.
That's what we do in the forest, man. We hide in little shacks and we don't get viruses.
Gloucestershire in general is really well. Last time I heard, I don't know if it's still the same case, but there was no patients in Gloucester Hospital with COVID.
Yeah, I heard it was the 4th lowest area in the whole of the UK.
Doing really, really well. It's really cool to see. But
Good lads.
Well
done there, Gloucester.
Go riding in the forest. It's really, really nice. But yeah, I remember that day when they rode past me, and that really just leave your electric bikes at home. I feel it's a complete cheat.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when that side, obviously, you're going out because you want to lose weight at this point. You're doing this exercise because you want to shift some weight.
Well, you are.
An electric bike is not going to do it for you. I'm sorry. Yes, you have to pedal to keep it going. But how much effort is really going into this, especially when you're overtaking me?
I feel like you're kind of selling me an electric bike now.
They were bigger than me as well. They were bigger than me.
I almost want to buy an electric bike.
I don't mind if a middle-aged guy, like an 8-year-old who's athletic, rides flying past me, fair play. You've obviously got one up on me. But when you're bigger than me and middle-aged, there's a reason why you're bike riding.
Yeah, they might as well get a mobility scooter, right?
They may as well have had they may as well have had a horse and carriage dragging them along.
A horse and carriage. That'd be fun. We should get a horse and carriage.
We should get a horse and carriage.
The Boys in the Carriage.
Boys in the Carriage. I'd say that's an episode right there.
Definitely. Be loud as fuck though. Those horses.
From a horse and carriage.
Horses stink, man. I hate horses. You like horses?
Say, my dad's always had horses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been to your place. Fucking horses all over the shop.
I don't like horses though.
No, I think I rode a horse once when I was 5, and I was like, "This is shit."
Horses are real pricks.
Definitely, they got such egos.
They're real dicky. They're just really inconsiderate. They're like cats, in my opinion.
They are like cats.
Cats are dicky.
Do you reckon they're related?
Possibly the way they act.
I mean, what did a cat breed with to create a horse? And I feel so bad for that cat. Jesus Christ! Imagine that birth.
That cat was split like an old piece of firewood. But they horses. I remember once my mum and dad, they went away on holiday once, and I was left to look after them, which I did. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to leave these things to starve because I dislike them.
Good lad, no harm done.
Went out. I was taking them their hay on the routine that I was shown when I was younger. I was only maybe 12 at this point, so I did what I was asked. Took all the hay out.
Get your pocket money.
Boogaloo. My granddad at this point as well, right? Bearing in mind he'd maybe a week out of heart bypass surgery.
Oh.
He's stubborn as hell. He'd just go out and do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He was up and running pretty quickly.
Heart surgery. No, I'm done. Back to work.
It was one of those situations. He can't sit still. He has to go out and do something. So as soon as he's out of hospital, he was pretty much going back to what he's normally doing or doing his best. The horses broke out of the field that they were in and into the field of crops that isn't ours behind us.
Uh-oh.
So they are running around there. So there's me and my granddad. It's been pissing down with rain all day. It's finally a little bit dry. And we are chasing these horses around this freaking cornfield. And my granddad was there. My granddad was like, "We're going to have to stop. I'm going to have another heart attack." He was close to death.
I like these horses. I don't like them that much.
It's you know what? Fuck these horses. So I was like, you know what? I've had a fuck enough as well. These fucking things are being pricks. We can't catch them. It ain't happening. I'm not all that confident with these horses. You are, and you're close to dying. So we literally broke down the fence even more, put a load of food down, and was like, if they want to get back in, they'll come to the food and they'll go through. Woke up the next morning, they're back in the field. So thank fuck for that, because I was not spending another minute chasing these cunts around a field.
Good. It seems a bit crazy to me, man.
Every single time my parents went away, those horses would play up. It's like they knew the boss was out, and they're like, fuck it, let's cause mayhem.
Oh, fuck, you're a substitute teacher.
I was a substitute teacher for those horses.
Yeah, fuck this guy. We're going to fuck his day right up.
those horses bitched me out, like rotten. Like karma for the torture I'd given like substitute teachers as a kid.
Definitely, that's what happens, man.
Like,
but you know what? A substitute teacher comes in, you got to fuck with them. I would always fuck with substitute teachers. You got to, just chuck pencils when they're not looking and stuff, make paper airplanes and shit. I don't know what kids do, I forget. But what did you do? You remember your childhood at all? I don't.
Yeah, I remember mine. For the longest time, we had this one. I can't remember what her name was now. But we had her in this room. It was like a French room, and we had plastered the place. Like, this is like pea shooters, like really come into play in our school at this point.
Oh yeah, classic.
We had like unscrew the gel pens, take the little kind of stopper out of it, and everything, and like, it just start chewing up paper and spitting it around. This room.
Oh,
no, I'm not joking. I can't describe like the whole like upper area. We were aiming for the clock, trying to get the clock cover, the clock in it all.
Oh god!
I remember there was aiming for behind the teacher at something, and I got her. I remember she was there talking to a student. She's like, yeah, and I just got her right in the eye.
Oh god!
It didn't stick. It didn't stick. It just kind of rattled around her like socket ear, and it was just like, she's like,
disgusting, man.
She's like, who did this? And I just kind of looked to my left to the kid that doesn't ever misbehave, and he got in so much trouble.
Why would she
I
blame
didn't even
him?
think when I did it, I didn't intend to get him in trouble. I just looked like I was trying
to look away.
Yeah, I was trying not to look suspicious. Looked at this kid and got him in the shit.
Oh man! Did you ever fess up to it? You ever come clean and be like, "Oh, teach, that was actually me, bro."
But we used to, my school's ways, it was anarchy at times, like because we used to play pranks on the teachers that weren't even substitutes.
Oh man, what school did you go to? Fucking the school from Breaking Bad or something?
It's the school from the game Bully.
Oh yeah, I played that game. That was terrible.
Academy. There's one teacher. She's big woman. We used to
How
call her
big?
Jab. We used to call her Jabba back in the day.
Oh, nice.
The thing is out, right? She genuinely was a bit of a prick.
Oh yeah, I've had a few of those.
Soon as you become like, you didn't have to like. If she was teaching you, she was really just so fucking shitty to you. But as soon as you left her class and she wasn't teaching, she was actually okay.
Yeah,
so
what's
I
up with
think
that?
She hates teaching people. I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
better be a teacher then. Great profession.
She was really dicky, so she got called a mean nickname. So she called Jabba the Hutt. She moved like a slug.
Moved like a slug. How did she move like a slug?
She was like, I don't know, just the way she moved like a slug. We used to put pins on her chairs.
Oh Jesus Christ, man! You're
And
admitting to a load of felonies now.
I remember the one she was there. She sat down. She was there for ages.
Oh God.
She's there for ages. She's going through the register, and she's like, da 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 da, and someone's put a pin on my chair.
What the fuck? How do you not notice a pin sticking in your ass?
Had to get through.
Oh God.
I don't know how it took her for ages to realise.
So many layers of fat. She doesn't even feel a pin in her ass.
I know, it took a good 5 minutes for her to slowly twig that she was sitting on a pin.
Jesus Christ. What a crazy bitch. I always feel like she deserves that now. If you don't feel it, it's fine.
And that room that she taught in as well, I remember once there was a kid who had some fart spray.
Yeah.
And that spray is gross. Like, he was joking around with it all the way through the class, and he kept like just going to go, just a little.
Oh, did it stink?
And every now and then there'd be a waft of it go through the room. She's like, "Oh, what is that smell?
Oh man.
Oh, what is this?" She's like, "What is it?"
Oh man, we used to get
rag all the way through the session, trying to figure out what this smell was and where the hell it was coming from. Because it didn't smell like a fart; it smelled like decaying body. Like, it was horrible. And then, because they were twins as well, so the other brother got the can and then decided to walk around the room spraying it. And they had to evacuate the entire block of classrooms.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
We had to get moved to different bloody like rooms and everything. It caused complete chaos. I was like, how did that cause that much shit?
I set off we didn't have spray, we had little stink bombs that you'd like crack them and then they just absolutely reek. And we used to
Yes,
set those off in class when we wanted to get out of class because you couldn't stick around, and it took like hours. It took ages for this smell to go away. I remember one time I went to my mate's block of flats and I cracked it in his elevator just before somebody else got in and closed the door. And I came back a week later and the elevator was still like blocked off. We couldn't use it.
For years as well, do you remember always NCP car parks always smelt of those stink bombs?
They still stink. I think that's just because people piss in them.
Yeah. So I don't know where they get it from. They must literally, the makers of these stink bombs must go around NCP car parks taking.
I think that's exactly what it's a good business model, actually.
It's a good business. It's free supply.
Been looking for a good business during lockdown. We should get on these NCP car parks.
We should be getting on this MTP stank.
The stank. NCP stank.
Oh God, those stink bombs used to be rotten though. They used
Horrible.
to be so rotten.
So
but this
bad.
fart gas was a whole nother level. I don't know what it was. Didn't smell like fart, but it did not smell right.
Oh,
and
man.
it just proper. Oh Jesus Christ, it was horrible. And the stink bombs as well. I think we had like the whole maths box. The maths block we had was like a whole different building, and I'm pretty sure some people let some stink bombs off down in there at one point. And that's pretty much evacuated that entire block out as well.
Fuck you, submissions and additions and multiplications.
Fuck you, times table prick.
Yeah, I can't be dealing with maths.
No, I tell you what, I was getting proper mugged off by my nephew the other day. I was trying to teach him.
Oh, your nephew always mugs you off, man. He's a prick. You
Yeah.
need to fucking sort him out.
I saw him out.
Oh, good lad.
I do. I choke slam him.
How old is he?
That's why I choke slam onto concrete.
Good job. How old's your
lad.
nephew?
He is coming up to 11 now, so he's 10, going on 11.
Nice, good lad.
But he's on about his 9 times table, and I've got a proper little trick for it, which I think is pretty impressive.
Teach me the nine times table, man.
So the 9 times table,
Yeah.
he knows off the top of his head, which is fair enough, you know it. But I said to you, if you're ever in a bind, here's an idea for you. So you get 10 fingers up. Okay.
Yeah, got 10 fingers up.
You want 2 times 9. So on your fingers, put down the second number, the second digit.
Yeah.
2. What's 2 times 9? 18. So there's your 10. So it's 10. And then you've got 8 fingers left up. 18.
Fucking hell. Hang on, try it with a different one.
So you want 9 times 9.
9 times 9. Let me figure this one out. 9 times... Hang on, I've only got 1 9th finger.
You just
Yeah.
put one finger down.
Oh, okay, so we've got 8 and 1, so that's 81.
Yeah.
Is that right? Oracle, can you look that up for us?
Oracle, hook us up with the actual confirmation.
81, is that... We got a calculator?
Yeah, I'm just gonna calculate.
She's actually getting a calculator out.
Yeah.
I was joking, motherfucker. I know it's 81. Come on, I'm not that fucking dumb. You've actually got a calculator out. Fuck's sake.
I'm being slow today, so
But isn't
I
that
just wanted
clever?
to make sure.
That's very clever. I actually like that trick a lot.
Yeah.
And he was like, right, he's probably is like, well, I don't need to know it because I know him. I was like, all right, but if you're in a bind, mate,
Did you ever forget?
that trick for you. Like if you're like stuck in like, oh bloody hell, what is it? Boom, get your 10 digits up and start counting, bitch.
Easy peasy. That's
I think I got taught that at school, the finger
Yeah,
trick.
I think that might have been where
That's
I
not
was
the only
taught it.
finger trick you got taught at school.
But I was taught that, and I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was a great little trick. I don't think it works at any other times table, but the 9 times table, somehow it works, and it's glorious.
Yeah. You found
So I
a
recommend you
trick.
bind with the 9 times table, guys. Get those digits up and start counting.
That's a little life hack right there.
That's what that got me through. I didn't bother to learn my 9 times table because as I learned that.
Do you ever need your 9 times table?
I don't use any of the maths that they ever taught me.
I don't even know what
There's
maths
a
is
second
anymore.
life, I was like, when the fuck am I ever going to use like that shit? Like algebra.
I don't
Yeah.
use anything I went to school for.
I've forgotten most of the stuff that I knew at school.
The only things I do now is percentages, and that's to work out like sale prices of things.
What's the sales for?
Like when they do like 20% sale, and then
Yeah,
you got to
what-
work out what 20% of the full
20%
price.
off. What's
Usually
it
they
off
just
of,
tell
though?
you on the
What's the
website.
deal? What's the sale?
Well, it's just like going to the shops, isn't it? Gonna get a jacket, and it's like £100. They're like, it's 20% off, but they don't put the price there, so you got to work it out.
So how much is it?
Nah, I just can't take the gamble.
It's £80, 20% off.
I'm sure they put the reduced price on.
If it's like, what if it's like 73.61?
So 10% of that would be, what was it?
Fucking Rachel Riley over here.
Be
73.61.
73.61. So 10% would be £7.36. So you got to work out.
We already worked out 20%.
So you got to work out. Hang on. So you got to work out another 10 of that. So you just add another 10. So it'd be like
you already
14.
did 20%.
£14 something. And you got to take that off the 73.
£14 something.
Yeah, because you got
20% of 100. £14 something.
Oh my god! Why did you get me to do maths on the podcast?
I feel like you don't know percentages.
I feel like we shouldn't start a countdown segment.
Well, what I do is I
leave
work
that
out the 10%, and then I just add another 10% and take it off the full price. It might be a long way to do it, but that's the way my brain works.
Yeah,
that's
wrong.
the way. That's
Not
the
even
way
right.
I do the
Not
percent.
even right.
It is right.
Not
It
even
is
right.
right.
You Oracle, you do you.
Yeah, I just keep being me.
Damn.
Goodness me.
Oh god! Now I've embarrassed myself, haven't I?
Yeah. Now you've embarrassed yourself. You've embarrassed yourself being on fucking 10 episodes of this podcast.
Yeah.
We'll embarrassed ourselves at this point. We've got no leg to stand on anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, we're so embarrassed that like it kind of evens out. We can't even be any more embarrassed, so we can't lose now.
I just hope people don't start doing percentage things on me in person. Be like, Oracle, what's this percent? I'm like, oh god.
Nobody knows who you
I don't think anybody will watch it.
Nobody knows who you are.
I think you're safe.
Okay, that's good.
If people start coming up to us being like, hey, then we're doing something right.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Start you on this stuff, then that's going to be great.
Yeah, we're going to start getting like maths equations in our comments.
But no, like, school was just, I hated school. Like, everyone says, oh, you'll miss school. You'll miss school. It was the greatest days of your life. Fucking hated it.
I hated school. Anyone who says school days are the greatest days of your life has never been to fucking Disney World.
Yeah.
You know, or anything good. A fucking train station is better than school.
Yeah, I've never, don't miss it. College, maybe a little bit more.
Because girls start getting fit in college.
But school was just... hated it.
I'm the only one who thought that, apparently. I enjoyed college because the girls started getting hot. Okay. Nobody else thought that. Okay, I'm the fucking only pervert on this show.
Starts to develop a bit more.
Well, I'm glad you think they're only starting to get hot because,
I'm not saying now. I'm saying at the time.
Yeah, don't be
I'm 31 now. I'm not fucking all these 16-year-olds are looking good. No, none of that on this show.
No.
If you want to think that, Oracle, that's fine. But we'll see you on the flip side.
Think we need a new producer.
No.
No, we'll have none of that.
No harm done.
None of that.
No harm done.
Fucking hell. So, how's lockdown going for you, man? You been able to see any friends or anything yet?
Have I seen any friends
no
or
one
anything?
can still see anyone, right? Or is it just like outside in gardens? I forget the rules.
Yeah, so, no, I try not to go anywhere.
Yeah, I haven't gone anywhere. I saw my mum the other day, which was fun. She gave me a house phone.
Give you a house phone?
She gave me I thought she was joking, right?
I would have just given it back. I was like, you keep it.
I tried, but she insisted. I got this house phone. Hello, can you hear me? And
I'm sorry, no one uses them.
No, exactly. That's what I said to her. I thought it was a bit. I thought she was coming up with like a comedy act. She was like, "Hey, do you want this phone?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, good one. I'll take a phone. I need a house phone."
Burn it.
I probably will burn it because what the fuck do I need a house phone for? Everybody has a mobile phone. This conversation went on for ages. I'm like, nobody needs a phone, Mum. And she's like, but take it. It's really useful. You can call your own phone with it. That's what she said to me. You can call your own phone with it. For fuck's sake. Thanks, Mum. First time I saw her in fucking months, she's like, here's a house phone.
No one calls anyone.
No
one calls anyone. I think we've maybe had a couple of calls, but we usually just text everything.
I wait until podcast day and then I talk to you on here. That's it.
That's pretty much what we do. We discuss our ideas post and pre-podcast.
And during the podcast as well.
Podcast. And we start kind of brainstorming, oh, this is a good idea.
And none of it is good ideas, but
None of it's good ideas, but we do it anyway because why not?
why the fuck not?
But yeah, house phones. Like I think we got rid of ours a long time ago.
I didn't even know they still existed. She must have got this in like a fucking antique shop or something.
Unless you're over the age of 80 and you don't have a mobile phone because you can't hear it.
Hello? What? The dentist? No, it's Dennis.
This died 6 years ago.
Old people.
But no, yeah, house phones are just fucking done. They're dead. They're dead technology. No one uses them. Everyone's got a mobile phone.
Yeah, I don't know what she was
Once
thinking.
all the old people go, they're gone. There's going to be a defunct technology that doesn't get used anymore. There's going to be a VHS of the phone world.
Exactly. A fucking fax machine. That's what it is now.
That's what it is. It is now the fax machine. It's just done and dusted. The odd person still has it, but everyone mocks them for having it.
Yeah, and he's they're so proud of it as well. I've got a fax machine. Who are you going to fucking fax? Nobody else has one.
If you don't get enough spam calls already on your mobile phone, why not add a landline to that?
Exactly. Fuck me, I get so many spam calls. This whole lockdown has been a spam mania.
Yeah, I literally got one when we were recording. Wow, a minute ago.
Already, see, there we go. I rest my case.
Case solved.
The amount, I remember. Well, luckily, I did get a call from Carphone Warehouse once for my new phone.
Oh, that's good.
I thought it was a prank call at first. I was like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is Carphone Warehouse." I was like, "Calling about your contract." I was like, "Okay, why?"
Well, we want to give you a new phone. Oh, okay.
So it's coming to an end in a couple of days. I went, "Is it?" I was like, "I thought I had till like November."
Oh, these guys don't know anything.
And it turns out I didn't, so I actually got a new phone. So that was actually kind of lucky that they called me. But usually it is one of those ones that just picks up, hangs straight up.
Yeah, why do they even do that?
Don't understand the
Is
point.
it just to test if the number works?
Either test the number works, or I just don't know.
It's
Well,
so
they just
random.
get a bit nervous and like,
Bottled it. Fucking massive.
Sean, you gotta
bottlers.
be able to make the calls.
This Donald Trump.
You
gotta be able to make the calls. Is that a good
Right?
Donald Trump impression?
Yeah, I was going to say that was a really good
Oh,
impression.
thank you. I thought it sucked.
What your impression, Buzzsaw?
Apparently.
Do it again.
No, I can't do it again. I'll mess it up the second time.
Coward.
It's like you can just rewind the video. It's cool.
Yeah,
Rewind.
replay.
There we go. Blue. No, I'm done.
No, I'm done.
But no, everything is slowly starting to get back to normal now, though. That is the main thing. Like we've had, it reduced the point so we can go see people in their gardens now.
Yeah, that's good.
So we can do that. We can go out and we can meet other people. Like, was it 6 people, 4 people, something like that?
6 people from 2 households in an outdoor situation.
In an outdoor situation. So that's good. So people can actually start visiting people, which is nice to see. Now, out on Monday, so the 12th, my birthday.
Are you telling me or the audience?
Everyone, I expect showers of gifts.
Showers of gifts. I'll get you a gift shower.
I will be gift showered. So that is another one. So the gym's reopen, so we can start working out again. Finally, we can stand on the other side of the gym from each other and wave.
Oh yeah, because you're not even allowed to go to the gym together.
No, not now.
What if you just happen to show up at the same time?
We can go at the same time and be in the gym at the same time, so I can at least look at you.
Oh, hello.
But we can't work out together.
This is bullshit.
I know.
Sick of this.
So that gets a bit better. Then what is it, like end of May? Or what date is it in May that we can because we can start going to other people's houses? So that's 17th. The point then where we can like form our bubble and we can start
podcasting live. Yes,
in person.
Oh,
in
yeah.
person together
The boys
at last. Oh god, I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got just over a month or so now to wait. I'm just looking at the calendar, like
That's
I
right.
know.
I bought a new sofa in advance so we could chill out on the sofa together.
Exactly. Got a sofa. We've
I got new microphones. Oh, you jinx! Have a can of Coke.
I'll have a haircut.
Yeah.
I'll have a haircut. I'll be drinking White Russians.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink some whiskey.
Ooh.
You like
Drinking
whiskey?
White Russians. That's the way forward.
I've already got a White Russian right here.
Oh.
I'm pointing at Oracle because she is white and she has some Russian blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for clarification.
Drinking a little bit of Oracle.
Ugh,
Oh God, that doesn't sound right.
salty.
Oracle. It's just the way it is.
It makes you really shit at maths.
Yeah.
But no, I just can't wait to be able to. We're actually in person because for one, I'm going to be in sync again.
Yeah, that'd be good to actually look at your mouth moving at the same time the words are coming out.
Because we appreciate everybody that's actually stuck in with us during this time because we know it's annoying. Like, we watch it back and it is annoying to watch when someone's out of sync. So I completely understand. But soon it will be back to a normal standing where you can actually see me talking like a human being again.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Was that good ventriloquism?
It's fantastic. It was real.
This is what I've been working on over lockdown. 2 years I've just been doing ventriloquism.
What I've been working on over this lockdown is how to get obese.
Oh, you're doing very well, I'd like to say.
Jesus Christ, it's killed me this last lockdown. I've had no motivation to do any exercise.
Every lockdown has killed me, man. Whenever we've come out of lockdown, I've been so on it. Fucking gym every day, diet really good. The second we go back into lockdown, it's just fucking give me chocolate, give me pizza. I'm not fucking working out anymore. And it's driving me mad, man, because I really fucking need exercise for my mental health more than anything else. My head goes fucking crazy when I'm not training. And I can train. I've got a fucking bench and I've got weights right over there. And I can go and fucking do it. But for some reason, because I'm in lockdown, I'm at home, I can't fucking get my head to go, pick up the fucking weights, man.
100%.
It's literally
100%.
driving me fucking crazy, honestly.
I at the beginning of the very, very first lockdown, so like this time last year, I started building my own home gym in my garage. I cleared everything out because it was a gym prior, then it just turned into like a storage room, and it was piled up like close to the ceiling. I cleared all of that out, built the gym equipment that never got built in there, shuffled everything around that was already there, and I built. Well, you've seen it, haven't you?
I have seen it, yeah, but describe it to our audience.
It's like a rust trap. It's like a load of rusty old bars, a load of rusty old weights, and
you got to get a tetanus jab on the way in.
Need a tetanus jab, or you get locked jaw. But it may do. It may do for what it was.
Yeah.
And I did start using it, and I was getting into it, and then I didn't. But then the gyms opened back up, so I kind of started doing all that, and we really got into all of that.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. And then this next lockdown came down around Christmas. We was really, really like high up on our stuff.
Yeah.
Like we was doing really well. I was starting to shift my weight and I was really happy. I was like, this is great stuff. I'm getting into this. And then lockdown came in. I was like, oh, this will only last a couple of weeks.
That's what I thought. I thought the last lockdown in the new year, I thought it'd be a couple of weeks, then the gyms will open up again. But they completely fucking pulled the wool over our eyes on that one. The government really fucked us on that one, because the lockdown before that was a month, right?
Yeah.
And then they had this lockdown. I thought, okay, same thing again. And it's gone on for so fucking long. They didn't even tell us. They didn't even tell us until mid-February. They were like, okay, this is the plan. And it was still fucking miles away before anything opened.
I think by the time it's done, it'll be essentially the same length as the first lockdown again, won't it? I think.
Yeah, they could have given us a fucking heads up.
It's obviously done
longer,
good.
if anything.
It's done good because all of the rates and everything's come down. So that's
at the moment. There's a third wave in Europe right now. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that. Yeah,
as long as they keep the borders shut and everything like that, so no one can go in or out.
The borders aren't shut, man. There's fucking airplanes going over all the time.
Oh well, great.
Yeah, it's what I keep saying. Like, we're in lockdown and all this shit. How is there still planes fucking flying back and forth constantly? I don't get what the fuck's going on with that.
Like the problem I've always heard. Like again, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this or anything. But like we've dealt it as like a flu problem. Whereas other countries have dealt it like a SARS pandemic.
Yeah.
So they have locked everything down.
Obviously.
Like, no one in, no one out. If you want to get back, if you want to leave and then come back in, you got to pay a fee. Like my sister lives over in Nam, so Vietnam.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
And they locked it down. There was no in or out. And if she wanted to go and then come back, she had to pay like $2,000 or something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but they are getting back to some serious normality. Like there are still masks in place and everything else like that, but they are out being able to do their stuff now.
Yeah, that's good though. I feel like we should do that here now. And we've got
I'd
enough
like
people
to-
vaccinated now,
I think
right?
The problem is as well. It's that the British public, like they've been so stupid at times.
Oh, here we go. Insult the British public, our audience.
I will.
Let's fucking slate them. Okay,
I'm
no,
sorry,
give it to me.
Saying this, everybody, but there's been a vast majority of people. Like I think it was at Bournemouth the other day. As soon as it all got like somewhat released, everybody goes piling down to the beach.
Obviously,
And the front. What? Everyone's going, oh, I'll go down there and that. There'll be no one else there. Of course there is, because
My
everybody
God.
has that exact same thought in their head. But then it gets absolutely massacred down there. And then people are wondering, oh, where the rates going back up? Oh, we're in another lockdown now. Well done.
yeah, I can't be doing more lockdowns. I'm fucking done with lockdown, man.
Like, people need to be a bit more kind of like sensible with it. Like, if the things are reduced, go around and see your friend in their garden.
Right.
But that's the thing that you need. You don't need a new location. You need some people.
Right, all I see in the papers is banging on about, oh, you get to go on your summer holidays this year. I'm like, why the fuck don't you just take a second, maybe wait a year? What do we really have to rush back into, oh, we need to go abroad right fucking now? Can you not just fucking wait another year, chill out, make sure it's all fucking finished, just so we can't risk any more of this fucking lockdown shit? Because
Like,
I fucking need to go to the gym. I fucking need it.
Give up your holiday for a fucking year.
Yeah,
Like,
you
why
fucking
do you have to
pussies.
go abroad every year? Like there are some lovely places in the UK. Go to a holiday. If you have to go on holiday, go somewhere in the UK. If not,
Exactly.
just do something other than maybe sitting around your house.
Ooh,
Like-
I feel like this podcast's getting a bit heated now.
I don't know. It's
just a little bit.
Yeah. just wanna say kind of
Should we do
just
another maths equation?
a little bit. That's all I ask. Just a little bit more thinking and a bit more consideration for everybody else, because there's a lot more in this world than going on holiday or doing other stupid shit.
100%.
But yeah, end of the day, we get to finally see each other soon, and we get to finally do a podcast in person, man.
Oh, thank
That's
you. I
the
can't
exciting
wait. We
thing.
get to cuddle each
Like,
other.
I'll be back in sync. We'll be able to do more cool stuff. We've got a lot of fun shit planned as well, which I can't wait for.
So much. Like what?
Like we have got a lot of stuff planned, and well, we're going to see how it goes, and then go from there, and all that kind of jazz.
Exactly. But people are going to love it. I'm trying to rest my arm on something here.
So
What? Nothing there.
where is it?
I'm not used to this sofa yet. Oh god.
But no, like we've got. Well, I say we'll leave it and see how it goes first before we start announcing anything. But we've got a lot of fun stuff planned.
Yeah, good thoughts. I'm just too excited about it.
But I am very, very excited. Like I just can't wait to be able to go out and do more bits and bobs, just in general as well. That's gonna be exciting.
That'd be a good little segment. Bits and bobs.
Bits and bobs.
Where we just do bits and bobs.
Good bits.
Oh, get Dan Splash involved.
Down splash. No, I'm done.
What a legend. Yeah. So, well, what are you drinking there? Is that a White Russian?
That isn't a water. That's a cup of Joe.
You
Cup of
lazy
coffee.
fuck. I knew you wouldn't be drinking a White Russian. You always bang on about them like they're the greatest thing on earth, but you never drinking them. You've had
I've
like
had this
two.
several times on this podcast.
Several. That's not enough.
It is a Monday afternoon.
You're right. It is a Monday afternoon.
So it's the perfect time.
So I had one over the weekend. I had a couple over the weekend, in fact. But yeah, I know. I'm on the coffee this afternoon. On the coffee. On a detox.
Got to cure that hangover.
Yeah, look at him drink it.
You know, get a bacon sarnie in you, mate.
I love a good coffee, though. It's coffee and White Russians. That's all I live off.
Oh, you have a mix or two?
If I mix it, well, it has got coffee liqueur in a White Russian.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, that's like, because White Russian is vodka Kahlua, which is a coffee liqueur.
Ugh. What's a liqueur?
Milk.
Isn't that what benders drink?
Milk or cream.
Party just went
With
past that.
ice.
Yeah. You
And
put
that's
any
that.
Cheerios in it or anything?
Huh?
You put any Cheerios in it?
Cheerios? No.
It doesn't sound like the most exciting
What I
drink.
just said is in it.
Skittles?
What I just said is in it. Is in it. Nothing else.
Nothing.
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 It's Kahlua, milk, and vodka.
Diet Coke.
No.
This sounds like a complicated drink, man.
It's literally just those three ingredients.
But everything I say isn't in it.
Yeah, because I just told you the three ingredients.
Tell
So all
me
these
again.
different-
Tell me again.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do this. Because
Oh,
you fucking agitate me with your sarcastic banter.
am I sarcastic? I never knew.
You are. You're the most sarcastic person I've met.
I am a bit
Or one of
sarcastic.
the sarcastic people I've met. It's when you're talking, like we was on about today, when you're talking to your mum.
Oh yeah, what do I say to my mum? What? Explain a conversation between me and my mum.
Oh, do you want to go for a walk? Yeah. Do you want this? Yeah.
Yeah, spot on. That's spot. That's exactly what I sound like to my mum.
Gonna go for a walk down the marina. Are you? This is you all the time.
It is.
It's like you're on the phone. Love you. Yeah.
It's like we said earlier that I'm not. This is why she gave me a fucking house phone, right? Because she loves speaking on the phone. I'm not a phone speaker, so when she's fucking banging on, I'm not really listening. I just wait until she stops talking, then I go, "Yeah, sounds good."
You do it in person as well, though. Like, this isn't a phone thing. You can't fob this off on a phone thing. You do this in person. You're just so sarcastic. It's like, can you leave now? Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I am a bit sarcastic. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't like people.
It's probably that. I don't know. You're not like it to everybody. You're not like it to everybody.
I don't know, Luke, our good friend Gilligan Gordon, he's called me out on this a lot of times before. Is that I don't, and Bane said it as well. I don't know if it's just the way I talk. Maybe I just sound sarcastic all the time, because Bane will come to me and he'll be really excited. He'll be like, "I got this idea, man, for a spot that we can do." And then he'll go through it all, and then he'll get to the end, and I'll be like, yeah, sounds good. And he's just like, "Does it really sound good, or are you just taking the piss?" Like, I have that conversation so much.
You sound like you're taking the piss so fucking much, so much of the time.
I do.
Like, it is just like, we'll be discussing ideas on here, and you'll be doing it then. I'll be like, what the fuck does he on about?
Gilligan Gordon used to get mad at me because I'd do it at like restaurants. We go to a McDonald's or something. It's not a restaurant, but for food. And they'll give me my food, and I'll be like, "Oh, cheers for that, mate." And Luke would just be like, "Don't be so fucking sarcastic." I'm like, "I'm not being sarcastic. It's just the way I talk, motherfucker."
Gil's like that all the time. Though. Gil is like that all the time.
Oh yeah, very sensible man.
Like he gets very sensible when he's out and about. He gets very, very sensible, and he is like, there's only certain things you can do. Like, I can't do a funny voice to somebody on a drive-through.
Yeah, no, he's not up for that. Even though if he's with his mates, he's the silliest person in the world.
Yeah, like, and some of the shit he comes out with, you're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, more so than what we'd do.
But doing a funny voice down a drive-through to someone that might lighten up their day is too much.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Like, that's their job, man. And I was like,
yeah, try and lighten his job up.
Right, if somebody come through doing a Swedish voice to me, make me laugh.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
So, especially when you know it's definitely put on.
Yeah, definitely. That's hilarious.
That would lighten up my day when I'm sat there on a bloody drive-through dealing fast food to people.
Yeah. I used to do it when I was on the phone when I worked at the pizza house. People would call me. I'd be like, I'm not going to do the accent, actually. Rewind. Let's not do it. Let's not do the accent. But yeah, I used to put on funny voices when people would call the pizza house, and they'd be like, "Have we called the right place?" And I'm like, I'm so close to doing the accent. I'm like, let's stay away from that.
When I used to work in call centers as well, sometimes I would answer the phone as like Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's perfect. That's a beautiful one, because that's not even offensive.
It's like, hello. Or it's a big hello.
Yeah, you really got to go over the top with it.
Oh, I'm sorry to frighten you, dear. I must look like a yeti in this get-up.
Oh yeah, that was spot on.
That was good. I like that. You ever thought about doing a Miss Doubtfire gimmick?
You'll make a wicked cup of cocoa.
Nearly just spat my Pepsi everywhere.
But yeah, I used to do that, and I don't know how I got away with it, but I did a that's what she said joke.
Yeah.
Over the phone, because these calls are like recorded when you're working in a call center. These calls are recorded for like quality and training purposes.
Yeah.
And also to cash out your workers. But this woman, I remember it was chucking it down in the UK at the time, and she just got back from holiday, and She was like, "Oh, I just got back." I said, "Oh, it must have been a bit of a bloody shock then this weather." And she went, "I know. I got off the plane and I was dripping." And instantly, without thinking, my mind just went, "That's what she said," and I said it out loud. Just a silence.
Oh no!
Wasn't even a laugh. She chose to ignore it. We just moved on.
Just pretend it didn't happen. Oh no! Did she complain or anything?
It's lovely.
Did she have you fired?
No, nothing. It never got mentioned to me.
I've had mates get fired from like call center jobs just for doing like silly things like that,
Yeah.
where they've just slipped up on something but it's recorded and then the boss plays it back to them, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The shittest job in the world as well, by the way, a call center. Nobody wants to work in a fucking call
I've
center.
done it one too many times. Last time I did it, I said to myself, I'm never going to go back to one, and I ended up taking one out of convenience.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, it lures you in. It fools you. Like, you think it looks like a really nice working environment. You start working, you're like, this is fucking shit.
Yeah. And the thing is, the people you talk to in a call center, they're never happy. No one's ever calling up to be like, oh, you guys are doing a great job.
I don't know. To be fair, I think more often than not, I did have a good customer. Like, I am quite good on the phone. Like,
maybe I'm just a shitty customer. Every time I call customer service, I go fucking mad at them.
It's a job I hate doing with every ounce of my being. But I am very, very good on the phone when I'm doing the job.
You're a talker.
Yeah. So I was able to deal with customers really well, and if they were coming through upset, I'd make sure they left like happy. Like, I don't want to have a shit call, and I don't want them to have a shit call, because I know talking on the phone is shit anyway. So I always try to make it a little bit more interesting and entertaining. So that was always like worked in my favor. But no, when you did get these shitty people, and they were shitty.
That's me. But I think that's just because I've had bad experience with customer service before. So when I get on the phone, I'm already like, this is going to be shit.
Yeah, and I think that is the kind of thing people are like, oh, I'm going to talk to this person, and I'm going to do this for me, and I'm going to have to do that for me. And it's like, well, if you kind of come through a little bit more reasonable and kind of let them kind of get on with what they're doing, because the job is shit enough as it is. So you kind of got to look at it their point of view, like, they are doing a shit job. Like, they are not enjoying themselves.
100%.
I don't want to call them, but I'm going to have to for this whatever reason.
Yeah.
I think it's got to work from both ways. If everybody comes through amicably on those calls and starts talking to each other nicely, those would go a lot smoother.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. We're learning a lot today. That's some good advice for people on... I think everybody finds those kind of calls really difficult. That's some really good advice for them you got there, Flynn.
Yeah, I think if you're in a call center as well, like, it is the general training as well. And it is kind of like... So it's one of those things, but you don't know what the other person like that's calling up has had. Like, they may have gone through like a fucking proper ringer to get to you, or they've gone through a lot of shit because that's the reason why they're calling.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to take that into account as well. So the person on the other end of the phone, have a bit of life in your voice. Because if you call up and they're like, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, sure. But if you can't talk on a phone, don't do the fucking job, because you're just going to act the other person, and you're going to get shit call after shit call after shit call, and you're going to make the whole thing and time there worse on yourself. You can hate the job with all your fucking being, like I do. But if I'm there, I'm going to try and do it well.
Did you ever just really take the piss? What's the worst thing you ever did?
It's the worst thing I ever did. I don't know, really. I haven't done anything. Like, I always hated, I never really did anything bad to anybody on the phone, but I always hated having to follow the book sometimes, because you knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
What you were having to say, which is the rules and what your manager's telling you to do, and you know it's wrong.
Yeah, but you have to do it because the rules.
But you have to do it because you'll know, like, you're going to get in the shit if you don't do it right and all this other stuff. Like, that was always one of the hardest things, I think, for me, because I knew when, like, someone was getting fucked over.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's got to be hard.
And I remember this one woman called up, and I felt so sorry for her. Like, she'd been fucked over by, like, I think, like, a repair company and stuff like that. So that the company I worked for did as well. So they had, like, a partnership.
Right.
Being fucked over by them, and I felt really bad. And I spent hours on it. I stayed like an hour after my work day as well, trying to sort it all out.
Oh, bless your heart! You're such a good guy.
That's how bad I felt for this woman.
Oh,
like,
man.
I knew she'd been fucked around, and then I made the company send her out. It was her son's birthday coming up. I said, send him out a birthday card with a Costa gift card in it.
Oh, that's
and
kind.
Her some flowers, and they did.
That is very kind. We've never received shit.
And I called her up the next day and made sure that person had come and seen her.
That's good, man. You're like the best customer service person I've ever heard of in my life. I've had so much trouble with customer service. No one's ever done anything like that for me.
But just someone, someone's being fucked over. Like I look at it kind of my point of view. Like, how would I feel in this situation as well?
Yeah, nobody does that.
I try and look at that like in general life anyway, like as much as I can.
Good rule of thumb.
But yeah, like call center stuff. Like you know when a customer's being fucked over, and I'm like, I wouldn't want to be fucked over like this. Let's sort this shit out.
You're damn right.
No one wants to get fucked over.
No, but it's just like so kind of like, well, it's not my job to go up. It's not my job to do this. It's not my job to design. Because it is.
It's above my pay grade.
Like, you're here to, like, help the customers. That's the whole point.
I absolutely agree. If you're going to do a job, even if it's a shitty job, you got to fucking do that job to the best that you can.
Yeah, and just don't be a dick and, like, follow. Like, I think that's why they annoy me, because they always got annoyed because my call times always took a bit longer.
Because you're putting the fucking effort in.
But I always made sure, I said, well, do these people call back? Like, what's the callback rate after they've spoken with me? And stuff like that. That's what I would always look at.
Oh, fuck you guys. I got stats.
I was like, if they aren't calling back as much after they've spoken to me, it's because I've given them all the information. I'd rather spend half an hour on the phone than 10 minutes and make sure they've gone away knowing what the fuck they're doing or what they've got to expect.
100%.
Like, just
110%.
110%.
And so, yeah, 100. Got to go out there and give it 10%.
Good lad. We've done an hour, man. We've done an hour.
We've made it an hour on this podcast. We've done an hour with just the two of us. That's how we do.
Oracle was scared. She was like, oh, we haven't got a guest. How are we going to do an hour? Motherfucker, fucking easy. That's how we do an hour.
Boys.
Yeah.
The
boys.
What the boys do. Don't mess about.
Boys in the wood.
Boys, but this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And that we just got to have fun. We've got to have fun and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys are enjoying these podcasts. Let us know if there's anything you want to see from us or hear from us or anything like that.
That's right. Hit us up with some comments. Hit us up with some thumbs up. Hit us up with subscribe, notifications, all that shit.
Drop us some C's, give us some L's, and give us some S's.
Oh, yeah. And don't give us any D's.
Don't give us any D's.
Dislikes.
We'll come find you.
Oh, we will. I mean, we can't leave the forest, but we will. We'll get there.
We'll find you somehow. We'll find you and
we'll find you on Facebook and leave you shitty comments.
Leave you a shitty message saying, hey, dick.
Yeah, we'll slide into your DMs.
Yeah. Hey,
See
dick,
like
why'd you leave me a shitty dislike? Fuck you. And then block.
Oh, now you can't watch our videos anymore, sucker.
Exactly. So now dislike that, bitch.
Yeah, so dislike it all you want, because we'll fuck you guys.
Exactly. You can't mess with us. You can't mess with the boys.
Untouchables. Untouchaboys. Oh,
Untouchaboys.
Put on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
let's not.
We have got. If you're watching this today on the Friday that it is released, check out our last two videos, which would be about NXT Stand and Deliver.
Stand and deliver.
Add the ants for those who don't know. Which they Adam and the ants. And then if you're going to continue watching, tomorrow and Sunday is the whatchamacallit, it's WrestleMania, isn't it?
WrestleMania with Bruce Buffer.
So yeah, we'll have some WrestleMania reviews coming for you over the next couple of days as well. I think there'll be a UFC as well in there, maybe.
Oh yeah, there'll be a little fight night. We're gonna tease a little fight night.
We're gonna have to get a little bit of fight night in as well, because that's coming back this week. There is a lot on this week. So
if you want some boys content, you're in luck.
So if you're in the boys content and you want to hear some really shitty reviews, come our way, because we'll get it.
It is your lucky day, motherfuckers.
It is your lucky day, because we are coming at you big and hard.
Always big and hard. Oracle, hit the music.
Hit the music.
Thanks for coming, boys. We'll see you next time.
Sub, like, and comment all down below, and we'll see you next week with another session with the boys and Big Oracle.
Big Oracle. That's what I'm talking about.
Big Oracle.
Bloody hell.
Big Oracle.
All right, nice one. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace.